Okay everyone, so it's now second lesson, and if the snow has really piled up and I'm snowed in, I can't get out, you'll want to know what you're doing next. So here goes. Who can remember what we were doing when we went to Vic House Library on Thursday afternoon and sat there looking at stuff? Anybody remember what we were doing? Hopefully you'll recall that we were looking for sources of information on UK tourism destinations, and so far we've come up with, you may remember, Lonely Planet guides, we came up with some websites, but we need more stuff than that. So what my suggestion is for this lesson, we get out and about, we're going to go out into town. If I'm not there, you go on your own, otherwise I can come with you. And we need to list some other places you can find out about tourism in the UK. So don't forget, that's here, it's not abroad, it's in this country. And you've got to make sure the stuff you're using has actually got destinations in England, Scotland and Wales. So ideas are magazines and books. So you've got to think, where can you go? Where could you go in town to find a whole lot of magazines and books about tourism and travel? It's probably quite easy. You can think of that for yourselves. So that's your first job, to go out and get that done. And then the other bit you need to finish off. You may remember right at the last of on the last piece of that lesson, we were writing down why we say domestic and overseas tourists. So what is the difference between a domestic and an overseas tourist? Now, you will have written down, hopefully, in your books, a rough description of what those two things are. But what you need to do now is to put that into your own words and maybe type up half a side of A4, giving a bit more depth and explaining exactly what the difference between an overseas and a domestic tourist is. Your definition might be for inbound tourists, but for this, an inbound tourist is the same as an overseas tourist.